Glancing over in the direction of the shout, you see the roving merchant waving his whole arm at you. Trollis was able to make a full recovery thanks to the info he passed on. You acknowledge him with a slight nod, deciding to stop by the market later so you can properly express your gratitude. The merchant sees that Trollis has recovered and lets out a sigh of relief. He asks after the apothecary with curative-making prowess. It seems he wishes to replenish his stock. Alas, the apothecary is... You tell him of the tragedy that transpired in the Village of Light. The man falls silent for a time. I should like to set off some fireworks then, in honor of the dead. The fireworks are only briefly visible in the bright light of day. You can't help but think they would be prettier if this place ever experienced nighttime. Your thoughts then turn to the departed villagers. Have you captured an orc child? The merchant asks. Remember, it must be 2 stars or above. You take the card out from your case and summon the monster. Ah, it's the right monster, but the wrong rank, the merchant tells you. Please get one of a higher rank. You nod and turn on your heel, determined to capture an even more powerful beast. The guru mentioned there would be a cave leading to the Endwall in this area. The party takes a look around. Polka takes notice of a crack in the snow and ice. Upon closer examination, you realize it must be the cave entrance. It's been almost entirely snowed in. If you can just clear the snow away, you should be able to pass inside. I am the brains of this operation, not the brawn, he refuses with a smile. The flame primal appears before you and melts the snow blocking the entrance in an instant. You have to admit you're getting quite good at controlling these primals. In fact, you might be able to control the flame primal well enough to keep everyone warm in the harsh climes ahead. In the distance, you see a massive cliff looming over the vast expanse of thick snow before you. That must be the Endwall, Legol says gravely. Warmed by the flame primal, the party sets off in the direction of the massive sheet of ice. The sand skiff slows to a crawl. Actually, nope. It's stopped entirely. You peer down at the wheels to find them completely packed with snow. You won't get across the snow in the sand skiff like this. You start to summon the flame primal, but quickly realize you can't draw enough power out of it to melt all the snow. You're just going to abandon it? Ligol asks, pained by the thought. Perhaps there's another way out of this jam. Before you can even get the words out, Polka is muttering to himself and drawing up blueprints. His Sand Skiff Mark II plans, he announces, will require planks, or something plank-like. 2 long, thin planks of metal, to be precise, he says, giving you an idea. You raise the card containing the steel primal high into the air. Now, with your primal wrangling powers coming into their own, you think you might be able to get the steel primal to help you. You summon it and manage to make it craft 2 long, skinny metal plates. Though it's not yet effortless, your control over the primals feels more responsive than ever. You hand the plates to a gleeful Polka, who immediately attaches them to the sand skiff. Thanks to Polka's efforts, the sand skiff can now travel across snow. Get 'em! You spot a number of small but mighty flowers poking up through the snow. The mere sight of them fills you all with hope. Sometimes you get lucky. Not a soul stirs in the entire village. Perhaps it is long since abandoned. This portion of the village appears to be a graveyard. No one appears to be staffing the inn. You promise to the absent innkeeper you'll pay later, and scurry inside out of the cold. Though it does not appear the owner is home, there are signs of life all throughout the cabin. You'd better not enter uninvited. masterful victory! Oh! Battle time. Whew. I can feel the chill from here. To battle. Battle time. You come across a warrior clad head to toe in black armor, singularly focused on his swordcraft. He seems quite skilled. You spot a sign near him which reads, "Challengers welcome. Must be strong." The warrior turns to face you. "You, young lady, are not yet ready," he says with a chuckle. You're not sure why he's laughing. You pay him no mind and continue on your way. At last, you've reached the Endwall. It is a cliff taller than any you've seen, and its breadth extends as far as the eye can see. It practically defies you to conquer it. You try to climb it, but its face is sheer ice, and your hands find no purchase. But you will not be defeated. You redouble your efforts and scramble partway up. only to see a giant snowball hurtling your way. In a show of quick thinking, you summon the flame primal and melt it before it crashes into you. Alas, that movement throws you off balance, and you plummet into the snow at the base of the Endwall. Legol's plea for you to stop goes unheeded, and you hurl yourself bodily at the icy cliff. This time, an even larger snowball drops down from the heavens. Sensing your life is in danger, you abandon your climb. You announce that you won't be trying again, and Legol applauds the sagacity of your decision. He then reminds you that no one even knows if the Nuterra the Guru spoke of is real. Polka doesn't look quite so ready to give in. Nuterra's existence is irrelevant, he says, noting that the Guru said it was simply where you find what you seek. Trollis reckons she can climb it and leaps at the Endwall. The party is divided. Legol opposes any attempt to advance, but Polka and Trollis insist on scaling the wall. Thanks to the flame primal's warmth, the debate carries on for some time. Suddenly, your vision blurs. You've drawn upon the flame primal's power for too long, and your body has reached its limit. The flame you called forth blinks out of existence, and a piercing chill sets in once more. Between your exhaustion and the cold, you feel yourself growing faint. These words, and the shape of an old woman emerging from the snow, are the last things you register before you lose consciousness. Your eyes open, and your surroundings come into focus. You're in a bed. Next to you sits an old woman. "Come around, have you?" she asks gently. You suppose she's been looking after you. Perhaps drawn by the noise you're making, Legol and the others burst into the room. They all fawn over you in turn. "Care for something to eat?" the old woman asks, her voice as soothing as any curative. You accept her kind offer immediately, offering your thanks loudly and profusely. "A model youth, if ever there was one," the woman says, nodding enthusiastically as she sets to cooking. The food is simple and warm. It heals your body and mind with every bite. Polka broaches a bit of conversation while you eat. "I didn't happen to see anyone else in the village." The old woman says she'll take you to meet the others, and shuffles out of the cabin. The old woman leads you to the graveyard. "They're all gone now," she says softly. Her face creases with profound sadness, eager to leave a land in which nothing can grow. Each one tried to scale the Endwall and reach Nuterra, but not a single one returned. Eventually, the old woman was the only one left. Her own son was also among those who set out to scale the Endwall. Still, the old woman ventures to the Endwall once a day, clinging to the last shred of hope she has that he will return. She tells you how grateful she's been for your company after so much time alone, and suggests you spend the night in Icevale. A piercing shriek launches you out of a deep sleep and onto your feet. That was the kindly old woman's voice. You're sure of it. You all agree to check in on her. The party hurriedly piles into her humble abode to find the old woman doubled over, clutching her back and unable to move. She's thrown her back out, Polka says matter-of-factly. There's a first time for everything, I suppose, he says. I'll have to perform surgery. Wish me luck. Absolutely not, the old woman protests. Perhaps sensing no small amount of danger to her life, the woman remains where she is and informs you that there is a curative that will ease her suffering. One derived from Solnivias, rare flowers that bloom across the snowy plains. She's fed you and provided shelter. You must find that flower for her.